Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be working on the Jeep again. What I'm going to be doing is replacing, let's slide under here so I can show you. We're going to be replacing all this steering mechanism that is on this Jeep. I've had issues with this coming loose, and it continues to get loose and loose and loose. And of course, you know, these little bars are definitely not very beefy, so I found a solution for this. I'm going to take all this out and put this in, and this right here is actually out of a Grand Cherokee. I believe it's the ZJ. So what I'm going to do is set this bar right here solid. I'll put all the part numbers and stuff in the description below, but I figured I'd share this with you guys because I know some of you guys want to beef up your steering, but don't want to spend thousands of dollars doing it, or, you know, have to deal with a crossover kit and stuff like that. So I figured I'd go this route. This was much cheaper and it's much beefier. And of course, you know, my ball joints and stuff are probably really worn out, so it's going to benefit regardless. I'll be able to keep my rough country stabilizer. So I'm going to sit you guys down, let y'all watch me take this apart, and I'll kind of go over a little bit of the stuff at the end of it. But yeah, I'm loving the new project. It's really fun to go drive. I've really enjoyed this Jeep so far. So more to come, more to show you guys out on the trails and things like that. Maybe we'll get to use this guy pretty soon. I haven't actually got to use it yet. Thought about pulling up some stumps with it, but haven't gotten around to it. So continue watching my videos, like and subscribe. You know, let's have fun with this. Comment below, tell me what you want to do next to this Jeep. Tell me where you want me to go. I'm all ears, so let's have fun with it, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright guys, so I've got the old one out. This is the old one. My camera died on me, so you guys didn't get to see me pulling it all the way out, but this guy right here helped out a lot. Just got it from Harbor Freight. Just you wedge it in there on the tie rod end and just pretty much hammer it out and it'll pop off. Everything right now is loose. I don't have anything in here actually tight yet, because I've got to go get a new pitman arm tie rod, because this one is just not any good anymore. I don't want to use it again. Everything else is brand new, so why not just replace that too. I'm not doing my track bar right now because everything in it is good. I don't have any sway or anything in it, so it's staying. But right now, as you can see, the wheels are cocked out, and I don't have anything on the steering box yet. So I've got it all loose right now, so I can actually do some adjustments, try to bring everything into about 1/8 of an inch apart from taking a measurement with a tape measure from the front of the tire and the back of the tire. And if I'm correct, it's supposed to be 1/8 of an inch from each other, like from the same actual measurement. So I'll do that and put this new tie rod end on, and hopefully I can keep my wheel straight before I take it and go get an alignment. Right now the wheel's straight right there, so I'm gonna just screw that other end in and put it up in there. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna try to get these wheels straight, because really all that's actually pulling that wheel, I believe, with this new setup is going to be this sleeve here, because the old one had a sleeve here, or the tie rod that you turn to change your not pant camber, but oh crap, anyway, screw that up. So I don't know what I'm talking about right this second, so let's just put the rest of the parts on there. Okay, so putting the steering system on the Jeep didn't go as planned last night. So today it's another day. I did get it installed, everything's there, and it works great. But what I want to kind of go over is, when you get the parts and the part numbers, just make sure that they are the right ones. I had an issue with this sleeve that goes on this tie rod here. It wouldn't sleeve as far as I needed it to, so it was keeping my wheels cocked out. So ended up being a 2079 is the part number that I needed. I'll put all these part numbers in the description, but that was holding me up for over an hour or so. And then of course I had to replace my Pitman arm tie rod, because the one that I had, you know, I busted the seal, and of course there's no reason to put it back, because why not have all new steering parts on this front instead of, you know, replacing with old. But definitely had an issue with the sleeve on this one here. This sleeve was fine, but the other one, I think something was wrong with it. I couldn't get it to thread all the way through like it should have, so it was holding me up. But everything else went really smoothly. I mean, it all fits perfect, and it's a lot more stiff and beefier than what the factory is on these Jeep TJs. I still have my Dana 30 and 35 in the back, but I will be replacing those with Dana 44s pretty soon, going 538 gears and going from a 33 to a 35 or a 37. Probably a 35 first and then a 37 later on. But what I kind of want to go with right now is, you know, I did everything here in my driveway, so it's not hard to do. It just takes some time, and if you do it by yourself, just don't get in a rush for anything, because you're gonna get up and down trying to actually get the steering straight. That's the most time consuming part, is getting the steering straight. Now what I did was I took a tape measure, I'd run it across one of these knobs all the way across to get my measurement, and then measure the same area on the back side of the tire and get it as close as I possibly could to being straight. And of course I had a piece of wood wedged to keep the steering wheel straight. So matter of fact, I'll kind of show you what I did with how to keep the steering straight so it doesn't go all over the place with you when you're trying to actually measure it, or not measure it, but keep it straight. So I just pretty much took a block of wood like this and moved my seat back, stuffed it into the seat, and kind of put it right here in this square on the steering. Now this may not be something that you guys want to do, because you don't want to take the risk of messing up your steering here or messing up your seat, but this is a trail rig. This is not a beauty queen. So it doesn't bother me that I used a piece of wood on my seat and right here on my steering. But as you can see, I really didn't do anything to my steering. I mean, I can clean this thing up and it's gonna be fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. So that's where we stand right now. But But everything on that front end turned out really well, so I won't have any issues when I go on the trails and actually put it to the test, I guess you would say. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. That's why I make these videos, so I can help you guys out and of course learn stuff myself. So like, subscribe. There will be future videos of other parts and other things that I want to do to this Jeep, because this thing's going to stay for a while. It's not going to be like my other projects that I've had. I think I'm going to hold on to this one for quite a while. I want to do some camping trips and overlanding trips and things like that, and that's what will be coming in the future videos. But as of right now, we're just making this thing badass. Thanks for watching.